Hi guys, Victoria Paxton here, my psychic wife, my psychic life. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a few things. I get called sometimes by our local police department, and other police departments, but especially this one detective at our local police department calls me, and talks to me about different cases and stuff. And anyway, he called me the other day, and guys, please forgive me if I'm having a hard time looking at the camera. We're at a huge park, and there are people everywhere in pavilions and walking around, and everybody's looking at me, and yeah. Anyway, so he called me and said that there's a teenage girl that's missing locally. Yeah, and he said, any information you could give would be great. So I said, okay, well, she went on her own, because that was one of the questions he had. Was she like abducted, or did she go on her own free will? And I said, no, she definitely went on her own free will. But unfortunately, she's in a bad place. She's with some not so great people. So I said, you need to talk to her friends, because they'll be able to point you in the right direction. And he was like, no, we already interviewed all of her friends, and we weren't able to get anything from them. And I said, no, actually she has another group of friends that I don't even think her regular group of friends know. And they're more, shall we say, on the sketchy side, and maybe into some not so great things, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I can see the house, the exact house that she's in, the neighborhood, and the area. But the problem is, I've never seen this neighborhood before. Even though she's a local girl, we're talking like this county is huge. So I've never seen these houses or the subdivision, so I can't point them in that direction. But I told him, I said, you need to get a hold of these friends. And I do think that one of her main friends and her main group of kids, I do think this girl knows of these other friends. I think she knows them like from the past, but I don't think she knows that her friend is hanging out with them, if that makes sense. Like, she knew them from a long time ago, but they're not the type of people she would ever hang out with. So I'm sure that's why this girl that's missing, let's call her Annie, I'm sure that's why she never told her friend, that she was hanging out with these people, because I'm sure her friend, they passed them at some point, and her friend said, oh, they're bad people, they do this, they do that. So Annie knows that her friend's not going to approve, so I'm sure that's it. But I told the detective, I said, get a hold of this girl, talk to her, because she'll be able to point you to these people. And I told him, I said, I can see the girl, that knows everything that's going on, in this raunchy group of friends that Annie's with. I said, I can see exactly what she looks like. And he was like, well, when we get a hold of them, of these other friends, can we call you? And I said, yeah, but you'll be able to know this girl right away. And I kind of explained to her. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on right now. I'm sure my husband and I will probably go driving around later. I'll kind of try to see if I can get a feel for this neighborhood that I'm seeing. But that's the sad reality. I mean, that just goes to show you that as much as my gifts are amazing, and I'm very blessed to have them, unfortunately, in times like this, if I could just say, oh, it's on this street, or, it's here, and narrow it down, but I can't, I don't know why I get what I get. I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that I'm seeing these friends. I'm seeing the one guy in particular that's, putting her in harm's way. Yeah, she's very much still alive at this point, and I hope and pray that, they can find her before something really bad happens, And unfortunately, there's so many young ladies out there, young women, nowadays disappearing, being abducted, and it's just scary now, So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, to give you all an example of kind of how I work and how I get things and how I don't. I'm very blessed that I don't need to know their birth date. I don't need to know any of that stuff. I'm sure if I were in a position that I was on the line, maybe the birthday would help in some way, but I don't need to know the birthday. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to tell y'all so that you could kind of get a feel for the way things work, for me. So anyway, I just wanted to do this short video to let you know, but I do want to say, if you want a reading or if you need help or something, I charge really reasonable rates. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this because this is a God-given blessing that I have, and I want to do what's right with it, and I'm here to tell you, I've never seen a psychic that would give you a free reading. And there have been many, many times in my past where I've given people free readings because I felt like there was something they needed to know. I do have to make a living somehow, so unfortunately I do have to charge. But I'm going to be doing some giveaways in the future for free readings and stuff, so keep coming back and watching and you'll see about those. But if you want a reading or you need something, if you need to get a hold of me, you can contact me at my email address, which is Victoria Paxton, PAXTON, .psychic, PSYCHIC, @gmail.com. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.